The clock is ticking on back to school, and this time tomorrow, students will be heading back into the classroom for that new school year. It's an exciting time, but also a busy one. Joining us right now is Superintendent Tricia McManus with Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools. You and your staff actually celebrated something really fun on Friday. I want you to tell us about it. And also, do you feel like your team's ready to go?
Yes, thank you and good morning, everyone. Yesterday was our back to school kickoff with all of our employees. We had close to probably 7,000 folks in the stands yesterday at Bowman Gray, and it was our kickoff to the school year, which is a very exciting year because it's our 60th year as a school district, as Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools. And so, yeah, it was a great day. Lots of energy, lots of excitement, and we can't wait for tomorrow. We feel really ready for our students.
And that energy has kind of been consistent, right? You guys have been hard at work. We've talked a lot over the last few weeks about transportation, the need for more bus drivers, right? So how do you feel like tomorrow morning will go as the kids head back to the bus stops?
Yeah, well, tomorrow morning is the first day is always going to have some delays anyway. So, first and foremost, we need to pay attention, all of us on the road, all drivers, to our students at bus stops, to buses. There's going to be more traffic on the road. We still are starting the year with about 58 bus driver vacancies. And so all of our families should have found out about what those delays might look like in the morning. So our bus drivers have been practicing their routes, and so we're ready to go. It should be a smooth day, especially since families should know what time they're being picked up and what time they're coming home. But we have to remember there will be some delays on the first day regardless, and then those that are going to face longer delays should have that information already.
Right. Slow process. We got to get used to the new flow of things too.
Yes.
Another new flow, security is always top of mind, right? So talk to us a little bit about how the district's decision to use metal detectors screenings at both middle and high schools this year. Talk to us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so we have many safety measures in place, in addition to the metal detectors, and I'll talk a little bit about that. We are continuing in our second year of our standard response protocol, I Love You Guys, which really is about being prepared for emergencies. And there is nothing more important than a strong plan and strong preparation. And so I Love You Guys is our standard response protocol with all of our law enforcement partners. That's critical because that tells us what to do when in the event of an emergency. As far as metal detectors, we are going to continue with that. We started random metal detecting last school year in our high schools. That'll spread into middle schools this year. We've continued also to expand our cameras and update our cameras, and also continue with our access control to be limited into our school buildings. So we've got many efforts in place to make sure that our students and our staff and our families are safe in schools.
Really good preparedness there. Learning loss is also still a big concern. It's been nationwide a concern for many families after the pandemic. So what are your plans for getting back on track?
So we are so excited. I mean, as soon as our data is released, we are moving back in that direction. Many schools already have surpassed the pre-pandemic results, but it's definitely a work in progress. We have some great progress in data to celebrate, but we still have major urgency around making sure all of our students are learning and that we are accelerating learning. This school year, we're going to continue into year 2 of our Code of Character, Conduct, and Support, which is really about inclusive practices. It's about having our students in class engaged in learning. We're going to continue our work around social emotional learning, and that is helping our students, problem solve and work through conflict and understand how to communicate effectively, and when issues arise, how do we deal with those and support one another. And so we're going to continue that work. I think this year what you're going to hear a lot about is the concept of deeper learning. We want our students in our classrooms engaged, really engaged and excited about learning. And so you're going to hear a lot about instructional excellence. What does that look like when we're practicing the portrait of a graduate skills? What does that look like? Skills of communication, collaboration, empathy, learner's mindset. All the skills are a part of our portrait, and how we want what we want students to graduate being able to demonstrate. That should now be shown and evident in our classrooms. And so we're really focused on just engaging our learners, shutting down laptops, and really just being excited about hands-on learning. And so those will be some of the areas that you'll see this year as we continue making great progress with our students.
Well, we appreciate you kind of breaking down that plan, giving, parents and students, grandparents, all kind of that insight before they head back to school. And of course, good luck. You guys are going to nail it.
Thank you. We're excited. See you everybody tomorrow.